All right, guys, welcome back. Survival Living here, and today we have our weekly prep. Now, first things first is coffee. You got to have coffee, right? At least I do. Oh yeah, good times. So, why are we stockpiling food? The fact is, guys, we think that something major is coming our way, and this is why we prepare. We prepare for as much things as possible. So, with the headline news about this particular country, should be a pop-up there for you guys, calling for its citizens to leave a particular country. Yeah, makes you really want to crack down on stockpiling food. Fact is, guys, I do believe a global conflict is coming. So having your own food supply at your home, having a way to grow your own food as well is key. We stockpile food, but our rotational stockpile of food is to carry us through a garden season, actually multiple growing seasons, to be honest. This is why I push, if you can, strive for it to your supply of normal rotational stock. Everything you see here is a normal rotational stock. Now, I've showed many other type of items that you can buy. You don't have to buy what I buy. You can buy wherever you want to buy. I do not care. As long as you're putting food back for your family, that's what's important. So, let me go ahead and get started here. First things first, I try to pick up instant coffee anytime I can. We stockpile a lot of this stuff. This is Folgers here. It lasts freaking nearly forever. So we always stockpile. I don't open this thing up. I used to vacuum seal the crystals, and what I wound up getting is a solid block of coffee. Somehow moisture doing the transfer, whatever, something would happen, and I'd come out with a solid brick, and it was always hard to dissolve the coffee. So I just leave it just like this in this container. The foil seal and everything it's got on it keeps moisture out. I've never had an issue with it. There are some long-term food companies that do sell coffee. One who we're affiliated with is for Patriots. You can go that route, guys. Personally, I've been doing this, haven't had any issue. So coffee, and yes, coffee is great. All right, next up, guys, we went ahead and picked up some of this powdered milk. This stuff here I've been using for, I don't know, a couple years now. This is from our local Piggly Wiggly store. You can shop around, I'm sure you can find it. This is instant, non-fat, dry milk. All right, this in here is 45 with vitamin A and D. It is 1 pound, 9.6 ounces of milk. A whole bag will produce 8 quarts of milk. Now, we went ahead and picked up 2, 4, 6, 8 bags of this. Now, this here runs about $9, just a little shy when you actually, where I buy it at anyway. We stockpile this, guys. This thing here does have a good shelf life. This is a 3 and almost a 4 year shelf life on this particular one, and that's the best by date on this. We stockpile this, guys, because stockpiling butter, unless you go with, I believe it's Red Feather, the canned butter, you have to keep a refrigerator going, and let's face it, butter and stuff like that's not going to last forever. This stuff here we use for our cooking. Everything, just recently we were doing aid work down in South Florida. One of the meals was macaroni with real pieces of bacon mixed up on it. Having milk to mix in with the cheese sauce and stuff like that was great. So we had brought a whole bunch of this down there to make that particular meal. But really think about how much do you use milk for in cooking, also drinking. I use this stuff on a daily basis as well with my protein shakes. It tastes great to me. I have no issues at all with it. So having milk, if you're planning on having pancakes, everybody likes to have milk with pancakes, right, during the apocalypse. So we got 8 bags of this milk. Like I said, this isn't the cheapest, but anything like milk and eggs, I've noticed, has really gone up in price when it comes to storage food. All right, so let's go ahead and I'm gonna move this, I'm gonna get into this other stuff. Next up, guys, I'm not much on spices and things like that, but I do pick up salt and pepper. This is all from our local Piggly Wiggly store. This is 1 pound, 10 ounces of iodized salt. this here, black pepper. Got 2 of those, grabbed those when I was in the store. And these are the Piggly Wiggly brand black pepper, 2 small ones. These were just, I saw it, I went ahead and grabbed it. I use pepper when I cook, I use pepper when I'm eating, and salt. That's my spices. I don't do other spices. I know other people, they leave the comments, don't forget your spices. If you are reliant on spices to flavor up your food, then yes, by all means, store spices. I can tell you this much, you can survive without spices. But having salt and pepper, we use it on a daily basis here, so we do stockpile it up. So let me move this and we'll go ahead and get into the rest of this here. We have Chef Boyardee. Move that. I recently started getting the larger cans. This is 40 ounces, 2 pounds and 8 ounces. I know some people don't like Chef Boyardee. This is a mini ravioli. We picked up 3 large cans of this. I like Chef Boyardee products. You know, that's me. Is it the healthiest? Probably not. But it will make a turd. All right, so there you go. I've eaten this stuff cold, straight out of the can. As a train rider, no issues at all. We do stockpile this up because it's a real quick meal, and this is why we pick it up. 4.5 servings per container, 180 calories per servings. So not bad, especially if you're trying to prep for a lot of people. Having larger cans work very well. I keep on bringing back our work in South Florida. The reason being is because when I was trying to move a lot of food, and I talk about logistics, yeah, the larger cans are lifesavers. I think they even have a larger can than this. But when we were cooking, we had the very large tubs of green beans. I was able to get like 13 of those. Those things went quick. A single pot of food of green beans, I was putting 2 of those, and then the next size down of green beans per pot while I was cooking that up. And it was just going fast. As soon as one was cooked off, I was starting another one, and that food disappeared quickly. So having a larger container, if you're doing a large mass scale cook-off, is a great idea. If you're just providing for you and your family, space is limited, whatever, the next size down. This is the Great Value whole potato. I love these things. We get all kind of potatoes. So I got a whole flat of that. That is 12. And then we also picked up the sliced potatoes. I got a couple of these, 4 of those. And then you have the diced potatoes. Like I said, I got 2 more of these. I get the potatoes. We cook a lot with potato. We also get instant potato. I've shown that many times on the channel, but this shopping trip here, I did not get any. So we got 12 plus 6, 18 more cans of potatoes. Now, this one here, I love. This is the Bristol ham. Ham in a can. This stuff lasts a very long time, and I've eaten this stuff, and also the DAC version, for years. So, unfortunately, there was only 4 at my local store. I grabbed all 4. Yeah, I'm not apologizing either. I'm preparing for my family. So, with the DAC, with the Bristol ham, guys, I read comments of people don't like the taste, stuff like that. Don't buy what I buy. If you do, just buy one, test it out, see if you like it or not. Me, I cut this stuff right out of the can, and I make sandwiches out of it. I don't cook it up. I don't do anything. You can cook it up if you want to. I make sandwiches out of that material. Freaking awesome. Love it. So we got 4 more of those. Now, we also went ahead and picked up 12 more no salt added green beans. Some people prefer no salt. It doesn't matter to me because we have a lot of salt on hand. So I buy with salt or no salt, whatever they have available. We picked up 12 of these, and also the Piggly Wiggly mixed vegetables. They had 12 of these at our Piggly Wiggly, so I picked up a whole flat of that. It makes it a little bit easier than having multiple cans. It's up to you on that. The mixed vegetables, they have all kinds of different things. They have limas, corn, peas, carrots, green beans, and potatoes in this. So you're kind of getting like 4 or 5 different types of vegetables in that. So we picked up 12 more of those. That's 24 on the vegetables right there. Now, I'm going to move all this stuff over. I'm going to get over here. Now, right fast, guys, I want to take the time to discuss the Ford Patriots 1800 watt solar generator. Right now, they are running a special. They're running a sale on it. If you buy the 1800 watt, you also get the Sidekick and also the solar panels for both of the power units. The sale right now It runs up until November 30th of 2022. Links are in the description, guys. This is the only company that I know of that actually has payment plans with their products. So if you can't afford it right out, you can actually sign up for the payment plan. Makes the purchasing of this a lot easier on people. Having portable power, emergency power when necessary, is awesome. It really is. We operate with solar. We have solar generators. We have gasoline generators. Having power will make your life so much better during shit hits the fan. In fact, just look at everything going on overseas. The power issues. We keep on hearing about the power wars, all right? Everything from natural gas, electricity, all this stuff. Having the availability to run your refrigerator, run a coolant fan, keeping medication cold, running lights, running security, by the way. Yeah. How many of you guys are relying on cameras, motion sensors that require electricity for security on your home? These systems will do it. All right, guys, let's get back to the video. Now, one of my favorites there at Walmart, besides all that chicken over there, is their pulled pork. This is pulled pork in a can, 12 ounces. The price of these have went through the roof. Same with the roast beef, which I call roast beast, by the way. So we picked up 13. I thought I picked up 14. I don't know what happened to it. It's not in the truck. But we picked up 13 cans of the roast beef, the pulled pork. There should be a video pop up for you guys. Should be popping up right about now. This is where I open up pretty much all these types of foods and stuff, kind of show you what it looks like before you go buy it. So definitely check that out. So we picked up 13. Then we picked up 7 of our roast beast. I freaking love this stuff. With the roast beef though, it says 12 ounces. Yeah, the weight of the material that's in this can, probably 12 ounces. It really doesn't have like big chunks and stuff in there. But if you put it into a stew, stuff like that, it's freaking awesome. We roast ours up, drain it off, roast it up. Works great. It's up to you on that. The price of beef, pork, stuff like that, and chicken is getting worse. It's getting higher, but we've been calling that. While I still can, I am still prepping until I can no longer afford to buy food. So until that day comes, we're still stockpiling up. Next up, this is the Great Value chunk chicken breast. This one here is with the rib meat. They have 2 different types. One is just chunk chicken breast and the other one is rib meat. I really can't tell the difference. This is the 4-pack. We've got 6, 7, 8, 9 of the 4-packs. Now, these things are $10 a pop. Yeah, or just a hair under $10 a pop. This I used to get for about $7. About a $3 increase. Yeah. So anyway, guys, please start getting food put back. If you took time off to do, not buy anything, I really recommend make sure you keep up with your stocks of food. What do you think is going to happen if a global conflict does pop off? You think that our food supply is going to be in abundance at the grocery store? Sure, the grocery store might still be around as long as we're not being attacked. But what happens with the deliveries? How much stuff comes from other countries into this country? What do you think the price of food is going to do? It's going to probably quadruple, in my opinion. It's going to be harder for us to get this stuff. Sure, you might be able to wait on FEMA, the government. They might be able to give you a nice little voucher just to keep you alive. But we prep to thrive, not just barely making it by the skin of our teeth. Get food put back. Your family should be the most important to you. Make sure you can feed and protect your family. Now, for the commenters, you didn't discuss water. I have done many videos on water. I've even shown you how to make primitive water filtration. I've shown how to make your own water storage, all that stuff. Please make sure you check out the playlist. Right now, I'm focusing on food, which is the big issue right now, because food prices are getting ridiculous and war pop off. It's going to be hard to get. All right, guys, definitely do appreciate it. Please keep stacking, and I'll speak to y'all later.